Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Blue, and we're here. We're back with another video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This one is going to be once again from Meet the Press exclusive. This one is going to be talking about Trump and his minimum wage, and the question was brought out above what he's going to plans on doing with minimum wage throughout the country or certain countries. Is he going to raise them? Is he going to keep them the same and whatnot? And just to see how things are, because clearly one of the biggest concerns is how much people are making, how much things are costing. Is building up or increasing the minimum wage actually going to affect things, or is it just going to be another thing that really doesn't make that much of a difference? So here we go. We're going to hear Trump and his ideas and what he plans on doing, if he's going to plan on doing anything with the minimum wage. Let's go ahead and get right into it. As you guys already know, in order to support this channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you can see a video every time that I post a video. If you don't hit that bell, I'm just going to end up like that bag of peas that's sitting in the back of your freezer. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let me ask you about another aspect of the economy, sir, the minimum wage. The federal minimum wage has been $7.25 since 2009. There are 20 states that still have the federal minimum wage at $7.25. And I actually have a map. 19 of these states actually voted for you, sir.
Which is weird because I guess minimum wage, I wasn't really minimum wage. I didn't think that they still did that minimum wage in Georgia anymore. I thought minimum wage now was like $11, but I could be wrong.
And you can see it right here. I don't know if you remember this, but during the debate in 2020, I asked you if you would raise the minimum wage. You said you would consider it. And so my question for you is, now that you are going back to the White House, for these 19 states that voted for you, are you going to raise the federal minimum wage?
It's a very low number. I will agree. It's a very low number. Let me give you the downside, though. Yeah. In California, they raised it up to a very high number. And your restaurants are going out of business all over the place. The population is shrinking. It's had a very negative impact. But there is a level at which you could do it, absolutely. Yeah.
What is that level, do you
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I can say this. You have a lot of businesses that are open and thriving because of the lower minimum wage. If you raise it too much, and you understand this, if California went crazy, they went crazy. And the restaurants are closing all over. Many more people are hurt.
So I hear you saying, similarly to sort of what you said in 2020, will you consider? Is this something you're going to look at?
I'd want to speak to the governors. And the other thing that's very complicated about minimum wages is places are so different. Mississippi and Alabama and great places are very different than New York or California. I mean, in terms of the cost of living and other things. So it would be nice to have just a minimum wage for the whole country, but it wouldn't work because you have places where it's very inexpensive to live, where a minimum wage, which is $8 or $9, might have very little effect because the cost of living in certain places is really low.
So you guys heard it. Minimum wage doesn't seem to be going anywhere. At least that's his take on it. I don't think it really should go anywhere. Every area, every section of the United States is very different as far as how much things cost. Anywhere from housing, anywhere from groceries, clothes, even gas. I was in California for a work trip like 2 months ago, I think it was. Gas was... It was ridiculous. Gas was $3.99 the day that I got there. Within the next morning, it went up to $4.50. That same gas station went up to $4.50. So gas is, again, it makes sense why there's a whole bunch of electric cars. But even that sense alone, there's just so much that goes into the idea of minimum wage, where the location is. And I mean, that's the thing that I always understood when it came to what Trump was saying, as far as the location. Georgia minimum wage is not going to be the same as New Jersey or New York minimum wage because it costs way more to be up in New Jersey, New York. Hence, in a situation like mine right now, my dad, he lives in New Jersey. He stayed in New Jersey while we moved to Georgia because he wouldn't be able to get paid the amount down here as he would in New Jersey. So he stayed up there and made the money that he was making so that he can be able to send it down to where we were. Did that help? Yeah, I think if he did come down here, he would get paid severely less. But again, it's just a matter of cost of living. What you can afford down in Georgia, you probably wouldn't be able to afford at all in New Jersey, or you would be able to afford a lot less. And it's crazy. And the same thing goes in California. I've seen very basic houses almost cost $1 million. I think that's the same thing in Boston when I went over there. There was a lot of houses that was like $900. It's like a duplex. And I'm like, what is going on? So as far as the minimum wage goes, I think it should stay the same. I think it should stay wherever the state is, whatever the market is looking like. I think it should really stay in that sense. Now, as far as the housing market goes, the housing market really doesn't make things very beneficial. But I don't think that if you're really working minimum wage, then you would really even be eligible to have a house. I'm not sure. That's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.